inside the NFL Network newsroom. Bradley Chubb's season-ending ACL injury revealing more than just a tear in his knee. Chubb calling this injury a humbling experience, admitting that it's been hard to keep that same grind going like he did in his rookie season when he had a dozen sacks. He believes he was getting a little too complacent in his life, so he's glad this happened. Now, Chubb is expected to have surgery, but according to James Palmer, Chubb plans to get a second and third opinion on who will perform the surgery and when exactly it will happen. Chubb tore the same ACL 7 years ago to the day from when he did it in high school. Bengals wide receiver John Ross just can't seem to stay healthy for a full season. The team's leading receiver is expected to miss multiple games with a shoulder injury suffered in the fourth quarter of Monday night's loss to the Steelers. NFL Network's Mike Garafolo reporting he could be out for a month or so. Ross's Bengals will be hosting the Cardinals and Larry Fitzgerald on Sunday. Fitzgerald, fresh off moving into second place on the all-time receptions list behind only Hall of Famer Jerry Rice. Rice joining Anderson Siciliano on NFL Now and says he thinks Fitzgerald could snag the top spot someday.
He told me one thing, though. He was like, you know what? There's no celebration in being second. So he got me looking over my shoulder right now because if anybody can do it, I think it's Larry Fitzgerald because of his condition and his work ethic and stuff like that. And, he's just a great football player. It'll be great to see, but, it's going to take a couple more years. But, I told him, I said, well, Larry, here's the deal. If you break one of my records, I still got 36 more.
Rice certainly knows his place in NFL history. Fitzgerald is on pace to get about 90 catches. And guys, he could potentially get the record in 2021, provided he doesn't retire.
Receipts.
Sheesh, Jerry. You could have just said good luck. You had to tell him about the other 36 records.
Yeah. Must be nice to play your whole career with Joe Montana and Steve Young.
Oh, that's what Larry's saying, right?
Very nice. Yeah.
Larry's like, do you remember Brian St. Pierre? That's who I had throwing me
Kevin
the ball.
Cobb, I remember him. Yeah.
We'll talk to you in a bit, Will. Moving on, we talked about the Redskins a little bit earlier in the show. I want to keep it going here because legendary Redskins QB Joe Theismann has been really outspoken about Dwayne Haskins since training camp. But after the rookie's performance against the Giants on Sunday, he said this to TMZ: "You can't start Dwayne Haskins against the New England Patriots. It can't happen. It wouldn't be good for him. It wouldn't be good for the franchise. It wouldn't be good for football, for crying out loud." This conversation got heated when we started the show. Let's keep it going, nail polish and all.
Yeah, I respect Joe Theismann, of course. I think benching Dwayne Haskins now against the Patriots would be a clown show. You don't do that and say, the Patriots are too good, we can't play it. But next week we have the Dolphins, we will play you. However, Dwayne, the week after that it's the Niners, so we have to sit you down again. I think they made this bed when they randomly inserted in the middle of a game. You cannot bench him because the Patriots are too good. Come up with a game plan. Just see what the Steelers did the other night for Mason Rudolph? They had a whole game plan to protect him. Jay Gruden, you're an offensive guy. Think of something.
There's an old saying, if you have two quarterbacks...
You got none.
They have three. What does that mean? They have negative? I mean,
yes.
To me, this is a self-esteem killer against the Giants. And Dwayne Haskins might be looking at this camera right now and say, who are you to tell me about my self-esteem? Well, it did not look good, and everyone's already lost the juice of what it would have felt like if you had started a week. So, to me, the Redskins, it's as much a PR play as anything, and they botched it.
Not every start is going to be ideal. I mean, you look at some of the guys that we love in this league that threw 3 interceptions in their first game. Randall Cunningham.
Sure.
Matt Stafford. Andrew Luck. The great Peyton Manning.
Okay.
And I was looking back trying to figure out quotes back then after they threw those 3 picks. And people were just saying, all right, rough start, let's be patient. Which kind of goes to show you the day we live in and the culture we live in of overreaction. Oh, man, listen, 3 interceptions, not good for the young pup. Why? We leave college to get a good job, and when you leave college, you work the first day on the job. The NFL is the only place people say, well, you might want to rest him because it's good for the game, and it's good for his self-esteem. Dude's been playing football his whole career. If turnovers are the issue, let him go in there and turn the ball over. Let's see what he's made of. You never know how much a horse can pull until you hook a trailer up to him. Hook a trailer up to him, and let's see what this young dude is made of.
It's the Redskins and the Patriots this week. We'll be breaking this down all show long. These are goldfish on Nate's shirt for those of you out there wondering. Jacoby Brissett, we talked about him a little bit ago. He's awesome. Is he a legit fantasy starter on Sunday? I'm moving him way up the ranks.